What is your purpose in life? What is the meaning of life? Why am I here? Where did I come from? This is a question that we're going to dive in. This is the coaching question today. What is my purpose in life? The best and the greatest day in the world to be alive is today. And you're listening to Winners for Life Coaching Podcast, a place where you discover your success, discover your greatness, discover your purpose, discover your destiny, and become all what you were designed to be. This is Coach Antonio Landis Thompson King Tones. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, greatness. The best, and I mean the greatest day in the world to be alive is today. You know, there are over 8 billion people in the world. And at some time in our lives, we ask the question, what is the meaning of life? What is the meaning of my life? And when I was growing up, you know, one of the hardest questions I always thought about, I always said to myself, I wonder if there is life after death. Is there an afterlife? You know, you watch the biblical movies and you watch the stories on Egyptians, and you always had this curiosity. I wonder if there is life after death. But one question that got me, one day I went to church, and the church that I went to was not a traditional church. It was a non-denominational church, and it was in a shopping plaza. And when I went into that church that day, the short man walked out. My mentor, Dr. Miles Monroe. And he asked a question to the audience. It was about probably, I'm thinking about 300 to 400 people. And the question he asked, he said, what is your purpose in life? Ooh. I never heard that question ever in my life. Then, like a good communicator he is, he said, what is the meaning of your life? What is the meaning of your life? Why are you here? I've never heard no questions like that ever in my life. And when I heard those questions, I went home that day and I was puzzled because I could not answer the question, what is my purpose in life? And I dedicate this podcast to Dr. Miles Monroe for saying that question, because that question took me on a road of discovering, I call it Purpose Highway, of discovering what my purpose is in life. You see, on that day when that question was asked, for the first time in my life, I realized that my life had a significance. For the first time in my life, I realized that my life has meaning. For the first time when I heard that question from Dr. Miles Monroe, my mentor, when I heard that question for the first time, I realized for the first time that there is something special for me to do in this world. I want to ask you the question right now. I see you out there all around the world. What is your purpose in life? That's the quotient question right now. What is your purpose in life? What is the meaning of your life? What is that thing that you think that you were put in this universe for? Now, here's the principle. One of the principles I learned from my mentor, Dr. Miles Monroe. He said that if you want to know the purpose of something, thank you all for coming in. He said, if you want to know the purpose of something, you never ask the thing. If you want to know the purpose of something, You never ask the thing. Meaning that if you want to know the purpose of something, you go and ask the one that created the thing. If you're trying to discover what your purpose is, then you need to reach out and ask the one that designed you. If you want to know the purpose of a car, you go and ask the car, according to Dr. Miles Monroe. If you want to know the purpose of these devices that I'm using to stream live, I have to go ask the one that designed it. You see, if you take the tree out of the ground, the tree dies. If you take the fish out of the ocean dies. And if you take man out of the source, that source, then man dies. You see, your purpose, no one else in this world can tell you your purpose. You have to go to the one who designed you, the one that wired you, the one that give you the instructions on what you're supposed to do in this world. I want you to know today that your life is a life of significance. And I know I could see you. I know you think about day and night. Why am I here? What is my purpose in life? Because when you discover that purpose in life, then you have a reason to wake up every morning. Then you have a reason to wake up every morning. You see, purpose is inside of you. And you don't have to struggle when it comes to your purpose. Purpose is something that you naturally love to do. Some people just naturally love to sing. Some people just naturally love to talk. Some people just naturally love to draw and an artist. Some people just naturally love to take photography. Some people just naturally love to cook. Your purpose in life is something that you do, that you love to do, that you don't struggle on doing, that you could do it 24/7, 365 days a year, and a leap year. I encourage you today. I want you to start asking yourself, what is that purpose? Because your life is a life of significance. Over 8 billion people in the world, and no one has your fingerprint. That means that you are special. That means that you are unique. That means that there's nobody else in the world, so you don't have to try to be like nobody else. No one has your fingerprint. I want you to think about that. No one has your fingerprint. Over 8 billion people in the world. That means that you are special, that you are unique, that you have something great to do in this universe. See, before I knew that, before I ever knew that, I didn't realize that my life had significance. According to my mentor, Dr. Miles Monroe, if you want to know the purpose of something, you never ask the thing. You go and ask the one that designed you. This is Coach Antonio Landis Thompson. Thank you so much for listening to Winners for Life Coaching Podcast Live, a place where you discover your success, your greatness, your purpose, your destiny, and become all what you were designed to be. If you want more podcasts, go to my page, my website, AntonioLandisThompson.com, AntonioLandisThompson.com, and follow the podcast. Therefore, whenever the podcasts come out, you can be notified. All the podcasts that I do on YouTube are live. These are live. But if you want, I have a library of podcasts on my website, or you go to your favorite place where you like to listen to a podcast or audio and just type in Winners for Life Coaching Podcast. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And let's continue to create an environment and a community where we discover our success, our greatness, our purpose, our destiny. The coaching questions the day we talked about, thank you for coming in, was what is your purpose in life? And remember that your life has significance, that you are success, that you are greatness, that you are purpose, that you are destiny. Remember, the best and the greatest day in the world to be alive is today. You're listening to Winners for Life Coaching Podcast live. This is your host and coach, Antonio Landis Thompson, King Tunes, giving you some morning and midday and some afternoon motivation and some inspiration to help you shift and make it through your day. Remember that you were designed for a great purpose in life. The best and the greatest day to be alive is today. What are you grateful for? Before I go, what are you grateful for? Type in the chat. Tell me, what are you grateful for today? I'm grateful that you came in to check out this podcast. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful that it's early in the morning, but I was able to make breakfast for my kids. I just love being a great father. I gotta go, but I love you out there. Sending you all that love, joy, peace, and blessings over your life today. Remember, the best and the greatest day to be alive is today. Your life is a life of significance. Your life was designed for a great purpose. Love you. God bless. Woo! Feels so good, but I got... I want you to know, thank you for coming in the room. Your life is created for a purpose. Out of 8 billion people in the world, nobody has your fingerprint. So that means you are special. You are created for a purpose. What are you grateful for today? What are you grateful for? Some people say, well, I can't find nothing to be grateful for. Well, I'm grateful today that you stopped by to watch this podcast. I'm grateful today that I'm alive. I'm grateful for strength. I'm grateful today that I know my purpose. Your life is a life of significance. Your life is a life of significance. There's something special for you to do today in this universe. And I want you to figure out and discover what that purpose is. What is that purpose? You're not a mistake. There's nobody in this world a mistake. Every individual that was put in this earth was put in this earth for something special to do. What is that thing that you're going to share to the world today? What is that thing that you're going to release in the universe? It might be a teacher. It might be some words of encouragement. It might be a prayer. It might be a listening ear. What is that purpose? Nobody in this world is a mistake. Nobody in this world is a mistake. Nobody in this world is a mistake. Feeling so good. Have a great day. Your day is going to be amazing. Remember that you are success, that you are greatness, that you are purpose, that you are destiny. The best and the greatest day to be alive is today. Thank you for listening to Winners for Life Coaching Podcast Live. Our coaching question today was, what is your purpose in life? Out of 8 billion people in the world, nobody has your fingerprint. That means that you are special. That means that you are unique. You were designed for a purpose. Blessings. Love you. God bless.